with my relationship with my dad, it took a little while for me and him to get
Right.
really
Yeah.
close, and just like I can joke around with him. So close to my dad, and we joke around about everything, and he always wants to hear about the drama.
It's hard enough for a modern bodybuilder to move out of the shadow Arnold Schwarzenegger still casts over the sport. Imagine what it's like for his 24-year-old son, Joseph Baena, who's trying to make a name for himself in the fitness world. Let's look at what Arnold's genetics have to offer. Who is Joseph Baena? Joseph Baena was born on October 2, 1997 to Arnold Schwarzenegger and his former housekeeper, Mildred Patricia Baena. According to People, Schwarzenegger was married to ex-wife Maria Shriver at the time, and news of the affair and of Joseph's parentage didn't come out until 2011. Schwarzenegger has 4 other children with Shriver. Outside of the gym, Baena has appeared in a handful of low-budget action movies just like his dad, and recently competed in the American Cornhole League on ESPN. But despite having so many striking similarities to Arnold, Baena says he never felt shackled to that legacy. He said, "It took a little bit for me to realize that I don't have to do what my dad did." He told further, "I don't have to get into acting or bodybuilding. I'm very motivated and driven. I'm happy about my relationship with my dad, but I'm more happy that I'm finding joy in what I'm doing and that I'm doing exactly what I've always dreamed about." Joseph Baena is also expected to kick up his heels in the 31st season of Dancing with the Stars on Disney+. He also works as a real estate agent and would like to act, apparently. Earlier this year, he told Men's Health that he and his famous dad found common ground over fitness, and that Schwarzenegger gave him the Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding, which he co-authored to help with his training. Bodybuilding for Baena. Luckily for Baena, he inherited plenty of world-class genes from his dad. Looks-wise, he's a dead ringer for the Terminator star, and in terms of physique, well, just check out Baena's Instagram post where he emulates his dad's famous 3-quarter back pose. The resemblance is uncanny. While Joseph Baena definitely has some good genes when it comes to bodybuilding, videos like the ones on his Instagram just how much time and effort he puts in at the gym. And that's not including other factors like diet. Something tells us that Baena puts down a ton of calories. Joseph Baena's work definitely looks like it's paying off, and the public is taking notice. He's currently got a whopping 366K followers on Instagram, and gracing magazine covers like Men's Health. His posing is already on a professional level. On his uploads, Joseph Baena hit multiple classic poses, some of which were popularized by his father many decades ago. He started with a front double biceps, which really accentuated the size of his arms, while his stomach vacuum looked impressive as well. Joseph transitioned to the crucifix pose, then straight to the victory pose, which was popularized by Sergio Oliva. His forearms, obliques, and overall shape looked amazing during this routine. Baena then performed one of Arnold's most famous poses, that was the 3-quarter back pose. The resemblance between him and his father was uncanny, but again, it is expected that he masters this pose. To finish off his routine, Joseph Baena performed the side chest pose and displayed his massive arms and chest. Impressively, he held the stomach vacuum throughout the entire routine. Baena is not slowing down with his training despite having a really busy schedule. He is pursuing an acting career, so it is obvious that Arnold is a source of motivation for him. His father was one of the greatest movie stars of all time, while also being arguably the greatest bodybuilder ever. This fact does not frighten Joseph, but he instead uses his father as inspiration and looks up to him as a mentor. Joseph Baena's genetics are unquestionably good, but it is nice to see that he is interested and working hard in hopes of continuing his father's legacy. It will still be very hard to do, but the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and Joseph is proving to possess a lot of his father's characteristics. He is very persistent and does not miss a lot of training days. Baena's training routine. A cover story for Men's Health went into detail on Baena's fitness routine, where it says he trains 6 days a week, 2 hours per session, along with 20 minutes of fasted cardio in the mornings. Baena came to lifting and bodybuilding after success as a swimmer in high school. He said, "One of the big things I learned from Dad was not to have the 10-rep mentality," Baena says further. "It's pushing yourself to the limits and going that extra mile, getting those extra reps and half reps till you're basically dying." In a bit of symmetry, Baena also trains at Gold's Gym in Venice, California, where his dad sculpted his legendary physique decades ago. Baena's acting career. Joseph Baena has begun following in his father Arnold's footsteps by embarking on his own acting career, and it certainly helps to have a veteran Hollywood star as a parent to help offer some useful advice. Just getting started with his own foray into acting, Baena has had a couple of roles filmed for some upcoming movie projects, and it appears we may be seeing him on the big screen soon enough. Perhaps it was fate. As the son of Schwarzenegger, Baena opened on the discussions he'd had with his dad about acting. With Baena getting more roles, Schwarzenegger stressed the importance of practicing his lines until he could recite them while performing other mundane daily tasks. And while these are things Baena feels like he knows already, it's good advice, as it really works. Previously, Baena played the role first played by his father in Terminator 2 for a short film remaking a key scene from the beloved sequel. The footage shows just how much Baena resembles his father, as it's clear for viewers they're indeed looking at the son of the Terminator. The scene remake must have also given Baena the acting bug, because he's been further pursuing his acting career since. He has roles in upcoming films like Chariot with John Malkovich and Rosa Salazar, Bully High with Betsy Russell and Taylor Jabara, and Encounters with Madison McKinley and Sade Katrina. Meanwhile, Joseph's father Arnold is still moving along with his own acting career as well, with no plans of slowing down anytime soon. The 74-year-old plays the president in the upcoming martial arts comedy sequel Kung Fury 2. He also voices the lead character in the new cartoon series Superhero Kindergarten, refusing to take the Schwarzenegger name. Baena has not yet taken the Schwarzenegger name like his father and siblings, and he has now opened up about why that is. For someone wanting to pursue a career in acting, you would think having the last name of your famous father would be a major advantage. Well, this seems to be the exact scenario that Joseph Baena is trying to avoid. While he is definitely following in his father's footsteps, it seems as though he wants to earn his way just like his father did as well. In an interview with E!, Joseph Baena said that he is trying to build his acting career himself. While he reveals that there is more than one reason why he has chosen to stick with his birth name, changing his name is definitely not a priority of his. Here it is in his own words. "There's a few different variables in that, but that's just not my main priority at the moment, so I'm just focused on building myself up and building my acting career and real estate, and just focusing on that right now." Schwarzenegger and Joseph Baena seem to have a pretty close relationship, as Schwarzenegger appears to have with all of his children. However, Baena's birth was a little scandalous, as he is the son of Schwarzenegger's then housekeeper. This is why he does not share the last name of his famous father. He is the only child of Schwarzenegger's to not share parentage with his then wife, and Baena was born just a few months after his older son Christopher. Once Arnold Schwarzenegger was made aware of this parentage of Joseph Baena, he allegedly immediately took on the role of father to him and claimed him as his own son, although Baena was already a young teen by the time he was revealed to be Schwarzenegger's son. Baena's connection with his own mother may just be another reason he has chosen to keep her last name, although it is not a reason he has given for doing such. Despite looking ready for his on-stage bodybuilding debut, Baena hasn't announced any firm plans to compete yet. At the moment, he's working in real estate and dabbling in the acting world, so fans waiting for the second coming of Schwarzenegger will just have to make do with the social media teases for now. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you another time.